Hold on. You're not coming through the stream at all. Okay. Not bad.
Hello. Good afternoon, everybody.
Sasha's a little quiet.
Better? Better? All
Yes, there
right.
it is.
One second.
Let's add you into this and see where we're at.
Alrighty. Sorry about that. I was on the floor.
You're a little quiet.
Okay. Not hard to boost. There we go.
Okay. Yep, there it is.
All
Viewing
right.
the stream.
Well, thank you everybody who showed up and who will show up. We are Slapdash Gaming slash. We're the Slapdash Gaming division of Slapdash Entertainment. And we're here to watch Ubisoft talk about things today. And now we're live. Hi.
Oh no, I was caught working my mustache.
You're picking your nose,
You
huh?
were.
Yep.
Usually I'm the one that gets caught doing that. All right. So, we've got a very different setup today compared to normal. Things are a little wonky right now, and that'll all come. I could better center myself. There we go. There's reasons for it. They'll all be revealed later. But basically, I'm in a completely different room from normal. I like how we all have wood paneling behind us.
You're also a completely
Yes.
different room than the rest of us.
You two are actually in the same room, which is in a different town.
Right
Yes.
there.
And our wood paneling is real wood. It's not that fake pressed trailer board stuff.
Yeah. Someday it'll be nicer in here, but not right now. So, E3 2021 is kicking off. Well, I mean, E3 officially kicks off today. Summer Game Fest started 2 days ago with Keeley's thing. And there's been some really cool stuff that's come out so far just from that. Excuse me. I'm fighting to get over a cold right now.
A cold, sure.
It's just holding on right at the end now. It's not that thing that we're not supposed to talk about, so don't worry.
Yep.
Right now, we're getting ready for Ubisoft's press conference, which will start in about 7 minutes. So,
Closer to 8, but yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you're right, closer to 8. So, what are you guys looking forward to? Ubisoft is known for, a ton of different open world games and a ton of different, kind of like alternative sports and, things like that. I'm pretty pumped on
I have
Far Cry
absolutely
6.
no idea what I'm excited for with the Ubisoft stream.
There you go. A man who is a fan of Far Cry.
Yes. And I'm not into 6 as much as I was the 5 announcement, but I'm still into it.
No, 5 was totally captivating. 6 has been, from what I've seen of it so far, it's beautiful, but it's just not what 5 was yet.
No, it hasn't captured me the same way,
No.
but I'm still gonna play it. I'm still gonna have interest in it. But it's just not exactly the same. But
Yeah.
I'm still interested in that, and I imagine this is gonna be pretty heavy into it for some information on it today.
Yeah.
Most likely.
They've already done, a pretty thorough dive into it in other places. So. Oh, hi, Steve. How's it going, bud? You can jump in on this if you want.
Hi, Steve.
It's a little late to get your face cammed up, but you could at least join in the chat if you'd like. So yeah, Far Cry 6 is coming. Do we have? I don't know if we have a date on that or not, but that's one of the bigger ones. There's also it got leaked this morning that there's going to be a new Mario plus Rabbids game.
October 7th, 2021 for Far Cry 6. Sorry. Yes. Mario leak. I'm reading an article here that's claiming there's been all kinds of leaks this year.
Yeah, it's
Really, all it's pointing out is the Mario Rabbids and the Back for Blood thing.
yes. So the big one so far this morning, aside from Back for Blood being on Game Pass, which is cool. I'm very excited about that. But the one that's more pertinent right now is the Mario plus Rabbids thing because I'm sure we're going to get reveal now during this press conference. Um, I really actually enjoyed the first game. I didn't think I would, but I bought it for like $20 or something because it was on some sale. So I paid like not that much for it, and I played through several hours of it. I actually found that I really enjoyed it. I didn't expect to. The comedy
I,
was stupid, but the gameplay was very solid. So
I'm not sure how I feel about turn-based strategy battlefield type things, though. Like, that was honestly my least favorite part of uh, Brutal Legend.
oh yeah, yeah.
So, I do have a late breaking news here. Guitar manufacturer Gibson has leaked Rocksmith Plus, a subscription based service, or version rather, of Ubisoft's guitar teaching software ahead of Ubi's E3 conference.
Yes, I did hear about that as well. That
So,
Sweet.
was they sent out an email blast and it was a little early. Just like
well,
the Mario
yeah,
plus Rabbids thing was actually posted on Nintendo's official store page. Oops, that was a little early. So
right.
it's just one of those things. Whenever you're dealing with companies that operate all over the world, they're going to have different timetables for things, and if you don't specifically, say that is EST or PST or whatever time frame, somebody's going to send something out at the wrong time.
Well, and let's be honest, I think this is the first time that Gibson, a guitar manufacturer, has been involved in anything that has this kind of time frame.
Yeah.
Most of their announcements are they don't even make an announcement. It's, if it's an artist who's now sponsored by them, they make that announcement, but it doesn't matter when that comes out.
Yeah, it's very much a different. The video games space is very tight-lipped about announcements until we get to big events usually.
Hmm.
So it's one of those things where a lot of companies that aren't in that space aren't used to it. Like you said, just they don't think of it as a big deal or whatever. So
Right.
it's just another one of those weird little quirks. Aside from those two things, the big ones, Riders Republic is going to apparently get some screen time today. I'm not super interested in that. It's, an extreme sports game. It is what it is.
I can't say that I even remember what that is, so
It's
that about says where I'm at with it.
yeah, that's pretty much it. It didn't seem very interesting. Some people will really dig it, and that's good for them, but it's not something that I'm really interested in. Uh, the other thing that comes to mind is Beyond Good and Evil 2. They showed that off like 2 years ago, and then they had like some kind of initiative for a little while about demo testing or something. Oh, there's if you have the stream up on your screen, Riders Republic is what they're showing right now.
Yeah, I was just seeing that actually.
Yeah.
What are we watching?
We're watching the official E3 stream on YouTube.
Yes. And I'll bring that up here in just a minute, whenever we're ready for the conference to officially launch. But yeah, Beyond Good and Evil 2 looks to be an incredibly ambitious game. And I can't say, again, the trailers made it look fun and ridiculous and crazy and all that stuff, but it's not something that I don't necessarily want to be a space monkey, but I haven't played the first game in the series. I don't know what it's about, but it's one of those cult classic games that everybody seems really to have loved, so we'll see. Maybe at some point I'll play the first game through and get excited as well. But for
I
right now, just the only thing about Beyond Good and Evil 2 that's really interesting is how ambitious and over the top it looks.
Well, and again, remember we're coming out of a year of nothingness, so it'll be interesting to see what they bring to the table as far as any new announcements, or is this just going to be a rehash of, hey, we announced this 2 years ago and we haven't forgotten about it for a lot
Exactly.
of stuff.
It's,
Um,
and
and
that's the
that's
other thing is that Ubisoft has a ton of games. Their big ones, Assassin's Creed Valhalla might get another DLC announcement or something. They already had their DLC where they released all of Ireland. Um, you never know what else is going to come out of that sort of space. Everybody always likes to get their hopes up for a new Splinter Cell game or something else in the Tom Clancy universe, and I don't know. I think the Division might be getting some kind of an announcement or something this year, but I'm not positive. It's one of those things where it's really hard to tell. There's so many series that Ubisoft works on. And one thing I know that we can look forward to is the new version of Just Dance, guys. I know that you're both very excited, just
Super
like me,
excited.
Again, we had a whole year without it, so
right? But right now we're going to go to the conference and we're going to see what they're going to come out with. So,
yep,
I say,
rolling it in.
let's go.
First trailer starting now.
Got the countdown timer going right now. I'm going to sit here and sip my coffee. Mute my microphone real quick while I blow my nose.
You've got some hot mic going.
Yeah, that'll be
Jeez.
something I'll have to
There it is.
adjust here.
Okay, you got it. Nope, it's back
Okay. The good news is it's just for you guys and not for
for
everybody.
the stream.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not too bad then.
Okay. Okay, that should be better a little bit for you guys. Can you still hear me? Still hear me?
You're muted.
Oh shoot.
Foo, you're muted.
Am I good?
Yes, now.
Okay.
Okay. This was Rainbow Six Quarantine, and then the last year happened, and they changed the name.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, that's some terrible advertising right there if they're going to keep it. I mean,
Yeah.
unless they decide to change it to the.
It's, I think, a zombie shooter. Something I don't really know much about it, but she needs an extraction team. That much.
The voice does not match the face for her for me.
No.
It seems like a weird setup for a Rainbow Six game.
Yeah, right. But I think at this point, Rainbow Six is just a branding attachment.
I mean, anything Tom Clancy is at this point.
Yeah. Really, honestly, in my opinion, it feels like at this point Ubisoft wants to get in on that Left 4 Dead money.
Yeah, I think they also just had an engine sitting around, and they were like, you know what we could do?
Yeah. Zombies are popular again. Why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot the mud man. Sorry.
That's a fancy electric claymore.
Light in the background's not too hot on my camera, is it?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
It's a little bright, but you'll be alright. Yeah, so I think, as far as I understand it, this is a like cooperative experience game.
You said that you got to get that
But
Left 4 Dead money.
that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try with the lights off and see what that looks like here.
Yep.
Ooh, September.
Nice. It's not bad.
No, that's better, I think. They say 1 to 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, that's like the Gears 5 Hive mode or whatever was 3-player co-op, and I was always kind of like,
Yeah.
why? I thought 4-player was sort of the default, but
Typically.
since the Nintendo 64 at least. It's kind
Basically,
of
what I'm
an,
hearing from that, though, is between the missions that you really want to play, you're going to have to play these annoying rescue missions that are probably going to be cookie cutter, same from one to the other.
well, potentially. I don't know, I kind of like the concept of it, of the fact that every operator matters.
Yeah,
But
I'll
it's
give you that.
concept to execution is the important part. So, you know what I didn't do?
What?
I didn't unmute the stream audio until now. Ubisoft part of this. My bad. Apologize for that.
Within the containment zones, the alien ecosystem
On the
is
video, you mean?
continually
Yeah, on our stream I didn't.
Uh-oh.
as incubation nests and their sprawling tissue spawn procedurally, taking over different areas of the map and reaction to the player presence.
The parasite is always spreading, always evolving. But it didn't look too happy about the operators disturbing their new home. What are we facing off against?
Well, the black goo-like sprawl is probably the first thing you will see.
Somebody's hot micing.
to the map once your presence is detected.
Apparently it's me, but I don't understand how it can be.
Some of the other threats you may have seen in the trailer are the long-range spiker, the explosive breacher,
No idea.
the shape-shifting tormentors, and the apex.
No, it's not me.
There's a lot more species of Arkings and mutation that have been observed. More to come on that very soon.
It's good now, it cut out. So.
Okay.
Thank you both so much for joining me. I'm really excited to dig into more of the details. We still have crossplay to talk about. Yes, that's right.
Crossplay.
You know what? Points for that. Every time, points for that.
That's going to be the word this year, I think, honestly.
Yeah.
Crossplay don't mean shit without cross progression, though. That's my whole opinion about that.
Oh, but it's the first step, honestly.
It still blows my mind that that isn't a universal part of crossplay. If I play Apex Legends on my PC, I'm annoyed because I can't use all the characters that I unlocked from my Xbox. Just, it's so frustrating.
Well, yeah, fair.
Rainbow Six Extraction, the new tactical co-op shooter game where Rainbow Six operators are dropped into alien territory. In today's walkthrough, we're on a mission to investigate anomalies identified at the Orpheus Research Center in Alaska.
Neat.
HQ will provide additional instructions.
We need new data on the parasite's underground.
That's not coming through the microphone, is it?
Adapting.
There was a little boop, but the rest didn't cut.
Okay.
Don't destroy them or we'll lose the trackers.
As a squad of 3, Ella, Alibi, and Sledge will use their operator abilities to complete objectives, assist each
Sledge.
other, and obliterate
Found your
enemies.
character, Fu.
Yep.
I'll give him points for ambience. It looks cool.
That's a grunt.
Yeah, it definitely
Easy
has
for a nest to incubate and
a
bring
good
to life.
look.
Not so easy to eliminate in large numbers.
Converge on location. Nice and quiet.
The enemy reacts to intrusions in their ecosystem, including operators.
Eliminate my target.
So stealth tactics are the way to go.
Oh, we'll never play this game.
I like stealth games, but I like to play them by myself, so I don't have
Yes.
to worry about you fucks screwing that up for me. And two, there's only like 3 games I've ever played that have done stealth well.
Yeah, that's one of those things that it's so hard to get a good team together to do stealth. Communication is all of that gameplay.
Parasite generates sprawl, a substance that connects the whole ecosystem. Alert an Archean, and a nearby nest wakes up too. Archeans move faster in sprawl, but operators get slowed down.
Take my guy out.
The squad can use their react light to see bioluminescent properties in Archeans and in the environment. The contrast helps to better
Again, I
understand
just
target
don't understand why this is a Rainbow Six game aside from the fact they're using the same engine.
Nest mapping complete. A scientist just gave me the thumbs up. Good job.
identify.
But then again, I've had that discussion with Jason about 8,000 times about why are the new Assassin's Creed games.
Mechanics.
Mechanics.
It can immobilize anyone in front of it, so Sledge will swing around back.
All right, right to the Nats.
Yes.
Don't push your luck.
That was close. Here, the team can regroup and resupply. Airlock doors will open onto the next subzone, which will be tougher than the first.
We need tissue samples from those Archies, and we need them gone. Use your react blade.
Technically, I can't see anything wrong with this so far. I'm just not feeling real super interested either.
Just
No,
not
I
my
mean-
style.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's
It's right there.
I don't know. I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not.
One down. We're not done yet.
If it showed up, I'd play it, but I don't know that I would pay for it.
That's the real question for me. It's really hard to justify spending a lot of money on games anymore with Game Pass being a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm very
Yeah, if
spoiled.
this
in
winds
that
up on
way.
Game Pass, hell yeah, I'll give it a shot. But
Alibi deploys
Or even if it's a free-to-play game.
doesn't look like it at this point, though.
Probably not. No, Rainbow Six Siege I think still costs $30.
Yeah.
The squad can use react tech to go further in incursions. The more intel they collect, the more tech.
The design is really cool, especially on that. It's right there.
Yeah.
The enemy.
Tree with corpses hanging. Whatever.
Creating a choke point.
Well, there's
is a
your
good idea to
typical-
increase the arc mine's efficiency.
There's the engine at play right there.
Yeah.
That's the way. Keep hunting.
That's the react threat sensor. Smasher incoming.
Oh, that's a big lad.
Hey.
Oh man, it's like the freaking Berserker from Gears of War. It's exactly the Berserker from Gears of War.
Wow, that did it. Take out the leader. No leader for the Archies to follow.
Which is fine. That was a good that was a good enemy design, frankly. But
The squad
I love how,
still at the
like,
extraction
bored the
point
guy on the
to
radio
use
was.
intel
Wow, that's a
and
good
move to the
find.
airlock.
yeah.
The third subzone will be the most challenging yet. A true test of both tactical team strategy and operator reflexes.
Reload your Johns.
Some Archeans are responding to an elite as if they're communicating. No way we'd let them mobilize against us. Hunt them down until the elite comes out of hiding.
That's the bad guy from that Netflix show. Oh, that's... Fuck
Yeah,
that
it's-
noise.
Yeah.
Visible enemies suck.
It looks like I see the smoke bomb type thing going on there, so you can see them.
Yeah,
That's
there's a
kinda
shimmer. Shimmer to it.
Yeah.
Shimmy, shimmy, door.
Hi, Obi.
Hello, Obi. Good to see you.
We have an operator in stasis.
An operator is now MIA.
I don't know if you can hear this, but we're mounting a rescue. Hang tight.
What's up with the model city the guy was running
Rescue
through?
mission is underway.
It's a model village.
Over you.
I don't know. Honestly, that looks more
Wanna feel like a
interesting
big
than I would
cop
have
in a small
expected.
town, eh? Fuck off down the model village then.
Emerging threat. Squad up with friends in co-op or step into the
Exactly what I was thinking.
Stay tuned for Rainbow
That's
Six
way more interesting than I would have expected.
very soon.
Hey, Obi, enjoy your lunch. Glad you could join.
Yay!
Try learning guitar.
Well, that was a segue.
10 years ago, Rocksmith redefined music learning by introducing the first console
Here it
game
is.
that taught
Yep.
millions how to play guitar.
Whether you're already an expert or just starting out,
I'm an expert at starting out when it comes to guitar.
I'm an expert at starting out on everything.
Yeah. I've started out learning guitar about 5 dozen times.
Yep.
This year, let's turn it up to 11 and see what's next for Rocksmith.
Maybe this will be the one that sticks.
Maybe.
Like how this isn't
It's
really...
like how they're building a whole community around it for support and everything.
Yeah.
Kind of neat.
It isn't just a game, it's...
It's an actual lesson service, everything, depending on how you... Sasha can speak to this too. Everybody learns differently.
Yeah.
Everybody needs
Definitely.
different support systems with it. Seeing the chick with the acoustic on her back on the bicycle makes me extremely nervous.
I just am jealous of the one that had a Gretsch. Like, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I went up to a huge music store last year. I guess it was 2 years in New York, and they had like a wall of Gretches, and I was just like,
Yeah.
every color of the rainbow. Register for the PC closed beta today. All right.
I'm Arthur Von Nagel.
I'd like to
producer
see,
of San Francisco, and Rocksmith has
like,
truly
what do they have for a
become
list of
unified
available
company.
music, though?
As a
Yeah.
lifelong gamer and
It looked like it was kind of
Rocksmith is what I
endless
wish
because
I
they were
had
scrolling
when I
through
started
different
learning music.
like songs
And
and
that's why
things.
I'm thrilled
Yeah.
to share the next evolution of music learning, Rocksmith Plus. A new interactive
Because the original
music
Rocksmith was literally just a game like Guitar Hero,
Right.
but you had a real guitar, and so they've evolved it into an entire...
playing along to master recordings of your favorite songs. Connect your instrument to your PC, console, or mobile device and get real-time feedback as you play. Connecting with Rocksmith Plus will be easier than ever now that you can use your phone as a microphone. Download
Well,
the
that's
app,
pretty smart.
log in,
I mean, yeah.
sync to
Yeah.
Rocksmith Plus, set it down.
Because if I remember right, the original Rocksmith, you had to buy that actual
Excuse me.
guitar.
Players with
Yep.
amps.
Oh, you could use any guitar with it, actually. You just had to buy the right cable.
Gear needed.
Yeah.
It's a game changer.
But you could also buy a pack that came with, like, a first act guitar.
A
Or...
huge amount of songs at launch. All songs in
Okay.
the library
What
will have
songs?
chord charts. They'll be perfect for rhythm players who want to learn the foundation of a song to hum and strum along to. We'll still have the note-for-note, authentic arrangements for players that want to play songs exactly how the artists originally played them. And each week, we're releasing a steady stream of new authentic arrangements to keep growing that portion of the library. We're also introducing the Rocksmith Workshop, a new tool that lets users create and add their own arrangements for songs we've licensed. Your
Interesting.
subscription will give you access
Yeah.
to all those songs.
That's cool.
More content than ever.
I don't
before,
really understand it,
genres
but it's
beyond
cool.
rock. We'll have pop, hip hop, country, Latin, R&B,
Love playing.
all sorts of metal subgenres. We'll have music from
Hip
all
hop,
over the
guitar.
world, from big stars to
I don't know.
indie darlings. It's the most diverse song library ever seen in music learning software. Rocksmith Plus will still have our proven practice features like adaptive difficulty and riff repeater, which let you practice and learn at your own pace, or slow down and repeat tricky parts until you master them. We've improved those features in Rocksmith Plus and are introducing new ones. Beginner and intermediate players will benefit from more personalized learning.
This dude uses his hands.
An enhanced recommendation
Yeah.
system and more
Must be a hell of a guitarist.
Players won't just see their growth on a single song. They can now monitor their progress technique by technique across the board, and overall offer a better sense of how you're improving over time.
It's kind of cool.
Alright, I like this.
Yeah.
Ubisoft is doing interesting things.
Tablet review. That way you could take advantage of Rocksmith Plus's song library and practice tools in a format that's familiar and one that will hone your tab reading skills. We're excited to announce that you can register for a chance to participate in our closed beta right after the show. Visit our website at rocksmith.com to get an early look at Rocksmith Plus.
The website's not up yet, I just checked.
Create the future of music learning. Thank you
Either
so
that or it's
much to the
been up and then brought
players
down.
that enjoyed and
Probably.
supported
No, it's 404. Like, it doesn't even exist until
Let's jam
after the
together
show, I am so.
for a
Pretty smart.
Yeah.
Register now for a chance to play the Rocksmith Plus
No,
beta.
you can't register now.
Summer's coming, and nothing gets thrill seekers' blood flowing like bright sun and fresh trails. And Riders Republic will give them just that.
Last year, you got a first look at our massive multiplayer outdoor sports extravaganza,
Extravaganza!
grown by jumps and grinds.
Yay.
Yep,
I saw a Bronco sitting in the parking lot,
Yeah.
there you go.
so...
Something exciting for you.
Well, that's the next thing I have is I wonder how far Ford's going to start going with this organic advertising thing they've been pushing.
Probably quite a bit.
That
It was a
just
red
now.
Bronco Sport, so...
So, I was driving around the other day, and there was a new Bronco behind me.
Sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very nice. And one of the headlights was out. And I was like, how? They've only been out for a couple months. What did you do?
Free-for-all or tricks battle, our 6 versus 6 team competition.
Oh, hey, the Rocksmith Plus beta sign-up's up.
Nice.
No, not for me, apparently.
You have to go to rocksmith.com/beta.
Modules will turn them from red to blue, and every trigger you stomp will contribute to your team's overall
Huh.
score.
Alright, cool.
So with me? Okay.
I was wrong, apparently. Apparently, Brocksmith.com doesn't exist, but /beta does.
/beta does, and that just forwards you off to the Ubisoft site.
Big time.
Oh, I don't remember my... Oh, good. Somebody else does. I want to receive email newsletter con. No, I don't. Share my information.
So, if you want to be the boss of your own career, the world's most famous competition.
I registered for the closed beta. On one hand, I can see the appeal of this. On the other hand, I'm just not interested.
I'm completely ignoring it while I read the beta information.
Now, some might say the best
Fair enough.
Republic can be found in the city playground. We've got
A large part of the vast song library during the PC closed beta will be our AI-generated chord charts. They completely didn't mention that it was AI-generated. I'm a little disappointed in that because that's fascinating to me.
That is.
Maybe you're all about living on the edge.
Okay, the wingsuit stuff looks.
To progress, you gotta earn those stars. Having the right rig is important too. And we've all got our preferences.
Huh.
All right, I get it. Sometimes you just want to explore and bathe in nature.
I'm trying to remember what the Ubisoft game that came out a couple years ago was literally just a like snowboard down it. You could wingsuit down it.
Oh
That's
shit!
right.
Yeah, what was
Everything
that?
you do counts. Getting those stars means more rad to be had. And the Republic
It was kind of
will
like
above.
this, but with
Always
less.
something awesome to do as you reach new milestones and
Like,
Crap.
more challenges.
yeah, it was like this, but it was just focused purely on winter, on
Yeah.
things you could do on a mountain,
It's spectacular.
Right.
on a frozen mountain.
And
Uh-oh.
Yep, that's fun. Somebody kicked a cable at the
Yep.
Ubisoft office.
You just brought down all of Fox to New York City!
Just more, okay?
Yeah, it was like this. Okay, go back to your previous point. It was like this, but less Fortnite feeling.
Anyway, there you are.
I guess I can see where you're coming from.
We mean it. Look at all these riders. Does this speak to you? Then don't miss out on Mad.
Oh, I like the ice cream bike. So you think collisions turned on? Just say that and the guy wrecks.
It was a good time.
I just mean for like other people on bikes, I guess, but
I don't know.
doesn't look like it.
I also don't feel like the lobbies are ever going to be that populated beyond like the first week that it's out.
Don't
Yeah,
forget,
it doesn't seem like it's the.
Riders Republic is coming
it's,
December 2nd, and you can pre-order now
Yep.
and claim your right to
Plug my
pre-order.
headphones. Hold on.
Okay, so we've seen some of our favorite Rainbow Six operators battling alien parasites. But how's their day job going?
You know, ever since Crimson Heist,
Yep.
still trying to clear all those
Okay.
floors.
I hope that doesn't fuck up the stream completely.
Gear 6 is off to a
What'd you
blazing
do?
start.
I accidentally pulled my headphones out.
100,000 concurrent
Ah, you'll be fine.
a few weeks ago. If you haven't joined in yet, 2021 is the perfect time to drop in.
The Ubisoft original.
Didn't Siege come out like 5 years ago?
Yeah,
6
it's been-
years ago. There we
yeah.
go. Yep.
Enthusiastic community that has supported this growth. So today is all about sharing quality of life developments that will dramatically improve player experience.
With the community growing every day, we've been hard at work finding ways to improve.
Imagine you start working at a company and your first job is to help work on the code for this game that's about to release in 3 years. And then you've released that game and you're like, okay, cool, what do I do now? What's our next project? And the company says, no, that's what you work on for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
While having a unified account progression.
And for console players, in early 2022, crossplay will be available between PlayStation and Xbox platform, and the cross progression will be available between all platforms.
Crazy.
For these updates, we needed a bit more
Cross
time
progression
in order to
available
prepare
between
and
all
make sure they have a
platforms.
smooth launch.
That's exciting.
There you go, Seipel.
That's what I said. Crazy.
It will finally
It's
allow
good.
multiplayer
Should
friends
be
across
should be fucking standard.
Should be everything. Yeah,
It
I
is, but
agree.
again, like I said, look, we were arguing 4 years ago that crossplay in general should be standard.
True.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It looks like this is going to be the year crossplay, and I'd imagine that we're going to see a lot of progression crossover, but even for the ones that we don't, you know, we're going to have them picked up by next year.
Yeah. It's a process, and you just kind of have to deal with the time frames of it. But
Yep.
To wrap up, here's a brand new animated trailer starring Thunderbird, the new Defender joining Team Rainbow. Check this out.
Thunderbird.
6 years ago, I met a pilot. She saved my life.
So
Yes, Bear.
That symbol, what does it mean?
This jacket was
Says
my father's. Dagu Wankan, Wichahpi. The creator's star has many meanings. Love, wisdom, bravery.
Suits you.
Listen, I need to get this bird in the air. You try to get some rest.
You're the boss. What's happening?
we really have to translate Skoden. I mean, the way she yelled it kind of sounded like we knew what we were saying there. Oh, look, it's a not Jeep.
New projects aren't the only things to be excited about this year. Take a look
Yes,
at
they
the
are.
updates coming to our live games in 2021.
Hey, let's not.
was that a Ninja Turtle?
Yes, it was.
Yep.
Boy, of all the nostalgia I don't care about, that's all of it. Never cared about the Ninja Turtles.
Nope.
Most people, for some reason that I know, really, really care about the Ninja. It's like, I was more of a Power Rangers kid.
Yeah.
I grew up in a Christian household where I wasn't allowed to watch that kind of stuff, so.
No, child. That sounds like it would be fun. That is,
Yeah,
fun
exactly.
is the devil.
Yeah. So.
Poor Bobby Boucher.
But my mama says.
Brawlhalla is their not Super Smash Bros. Game.
Yep.
Which I've never even played, but I'm sure it's popular for a reason.
It's a button masher.
Yeah.
Now, Crew 2 update. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, C8. Watch Dogs Legion. Remember that game that definitely exists?
I'm out. Holy shit. Like there was a lot of hype built up to it, and then it came out, and I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, it's because apparently it wasn't that great. Which it looked cool, but I don't know. And then For Honor is a game that I thought was really neat when they announced it, and by the time it came out, I just didn't give a shit.
To the latest teammate update. Ghost Recon Breakpoint keeps evolving thanks to your feedback.
Oh man, that game still exists.
But that's not all. As 2021 marks the 20th anniversary of the Ghost Recon franchise, we are happy to announce that there are still many more surprises to come. Stay tuned, Ghosts.
That was a non-announcement.
Oh.
Just Dance has always been about connecting.
There we go. Time to dance, boys.
There are no bad dancers. So move the coffee table, alert the local homeowners association, and let's get loud.
Just flip my coffee table in front of me. I'm gonna consider this an intermission, and I'm gonna go get something to drink.
Yeah.
Because I really don't care about Just Dance at all.
Me either.
Hello, my name is Todd Recall, and I'm a singer, dancer, actor, director, and choreographer. I am super excited to announce that my song Nels Hair Hips Heels is going to be a part of Just Dance 2022.
And that's all I needed to hear to take a break.
But that's not all. Oh no, for the first time ever, the Just Dance team and I are collaborating to give you an exclusive version of my song for Just Dance 2022. Girl, I don't dance, I work. I don't play, I slay. I don't walk, I strut, 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 and then sashay. To me, Just Dance allows people to express themselves through dance and to celebrate who they are and their individuality in such a fun way. Just Dance has transformed millions of lives, and I hope that this song brings you all so much joy, whether you're dancing alone or with a group, to work out, or just to have fun. It's going to be a great time, and I can assure you, you will not just play, you will absolutely slay. The new lyrics were handcrafted specifically for Just Dance, and let me tell you something, they're full of sass because, you know, they were written by yours truly, but I guarantee they are going to give people so much confidence. That's the reason why I wrote Nels Hair Hips Heels, and now it's been just identified. I don't think they're ready for this jelly. I hope you all have just as much fun dancing to this.
No, I said I was gonna get a drink, but what I did was get a bowl of grapes.
One last thing, you will have the opportunity to be a part.
It's alright, I got a piece of pizza.
My new video,
Nice.
which will be released alongside the new Just Dance track. For more information on how to participate, darling, just check the link below. We got you. I cannot wait to see you all.
I wonder if this one's coming out on
life and being the most fabulous you have ever been. I will see you all in Just Dance 20.
Not this time.
Nope.
Pretty sure Just Dance 2021 actually came out on the Nintendo.
It's time
wow.
to get our Viking on.
But I also think, yeah, I also think it didn't come out on the Wii U, which is even funnier.
Okay. Time for Vikings.
Mm-hmm. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I imagine there's new DLC on the way.
In November 2020, we released Assassin's Creed Valhalla. To our delight, it was the biggest launch for any Assassin's Creed game to date, and we have you to thank.
No shit, everybody was stuck at home.
Exactly.
And also, it was apparently a pretty good game.
I'm not saying it wasn't, just...
I certainly had fun exploring England with Eivor and stumbling across unique world events that left me with memorable side stories.
I'm gonna play this game someday. I'm on Assassin's Creed Unity now.
You dedicated yourselves to the Viking lifestyle.
I came out in like 2014 or something.
300 million raids in total, and built more than 100 million buildings in your settlements. Congrats. Eivor still has a long journey ahead, and we've been continuing to offer free updates for all players to enjoy post-launch. These updates include time-limited
Looks really good.
new quests, and even whole new game modes, such as the River Raids update and the Mastery Challenge. We add in community-requested tweaks and features too. For instance, we'll be adding one-handed swords in the coming weeks. The team is also working hard at tackling issues and improving the game experience for everyone. We've been tracking various known issues on our forums, and also shared our complex bug-fixing process in a recent dev blog. We love seeing your continual
We're
feedback.
trying. Cut us some slack.
Thank you for your patience and support for the game.
Yep.
On top of regular free updates, we're also building on Eivor's story and the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla through game expansions. Wrath of the Druids released a few weeks ago, allowing players to explore Ireland and battle a mysterious cult, the Children of Danu.
Sick.
Upcoming expansion, you'll get to relive the Siege of Paris. This is the most ambitious battle in Viking history, taking place in war-torn Francia. You'll have to do everything in your power to uncover enemy secrets and form strategic alliances in order to safeguard your clan's future. Players may be excited to learn that black box infiltration missions are returning. This means you're given a goal for a mission, but how you'll achieve it is up to you. Expect new abilities, weapons, gear, and of course, new enemies. Watch out for the Siege of Paris coming this summer. Assassin's Creed has long focused on the exploration of history, and we are happy to announce that the new Discovery Tour will be released this fall. It will be free to all who own Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Explore the world and take a deeper dive into the history of the Viking Age. The team has crafted a new experience where you'll get to play as people during the time of Vikings and follow them in their endeavors, big and small, while collecting exclusive rewards. Whether you're an Assassin's Creed fan with a heart for history or a student looking to supplement your knowledge, the Discovery Tour Viking Age will have you covered. Assassin's Creed Valhalla doesn't stop here.
Experience history.
Interesting.
What?
Supporting the game well into its second year.
I mean, when you think about it, what they've done is created, to the best of their ability, a faithful recreation of Viking-era England. And it makes sense to try and, like, not just use that for a few years for your video game and then ignore it forever. Like, turning it into a historical learning tool actually makes a lot of sense.
I guess, but I'm going to need to see a little bit more first.
I don't know what you want. Fuck off.
So you've seen some great games from us, but we also have news about the movies and TV series we've been working on.
Our Ubisoft Film and Television team has some exclusive content to share.
Wait a minute, they have a
First is
film and television division.
They do everything now.
Fuck no.
Apple TV Plus. If you haven't watched the second season yet, here's a look at what you've been missing before the upcoming season finale.
Oh, is this the thing with Rob McElhaney?
Oh.
This is an involuntary reaction to being inspired. I was emotionally manipulated.
What's the difference? That's it. Accept.
I didn't know that
I feel really seen.
Ubisoft was behind
Hey,
this.
Ashley Birch.
No.
Oh, no shit.
She played us to get what she wanted.
She inspired us.
She emotionally manipulated us.
What's the difference?
And cricket, apparently.
Up next is an exclusive look at a new trailer for our feature-length movie, Werewolves Within. It's a whodunit with teeth that'll be coming to theaters June 25th.
Dude,
and
grapes are
on premiere
great.
July 2nd.
Peach is pretty
freeze 'em?
fantastic.
Hello, everyone. I am Josh Rubin, the director of Werewolves Within.
And I'm Sam Richardson, the star of Werewolves Within.
Werewolves Within was based off a Ubisoft game, and we're so excited to bring you an exclusive look just for you.
Check it out. Dr. Ellis?
I told you she's probably tanked.
Touch this door again, I'll shoot. Again.
Dr. Ellis? Hey, stop getting lost, please. Look, we need answers.
It didn't disappear.
What?
It's not Emerson Flint. It's one of you.
Oh. Okay, well, look, we don't understand.
Could you please come out?
I'm afraid I can't do that, Ranger Wheeler. You could be one of them.
One of what?
A what?
I don't think that's how that's pronounced.
The roads are effed. Something's wrong with the generator. Also, there's a dead body under your porch.
I'm gonna go get a croissant.
Out of curiosity, who is packing? We having a good old-fashioned sleepover.
With guns, though.
With guns, yes.
Everybody's going, how the heck?
Not littering, I'm just excited.
Not judging, just watching it.
Maybe? That's a maybe.
Hey.
Follow Mythic Quest on Apple TV Plus, and be sure to
If
catch
it was
Werewolves
free,
Within
maybe.
this summer.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think I'd pay for it.
I like how Obi's exact quote is, "This movie looks awful."
Yep.
Rival to match them. After all, even the most vile
If it's free. It's probably going to be very bad, though, honestly.
Villains, no one does it better than Far Cry.
Here you go.
Red smoke.
Yay, it's the Far Cry part of this.
Please, we have to get on that boat.
Abuela, what the hell I'm gonna do with baseball cards?
Do you have any idea what these are worth? Let us through.
Quiet. Marco, always making new friends.
Danny, you're late. Where's Alejo?
He gave up his ticket for his family.
Bullshit. Alejo is an orphan.
Alejo's not going anywhere anymore. Come on, Marco. Let them on.
Vamos.
Good man.
Get out of boxing now. Get us on.
Puke.
Gracias.
Don't worry about it, chamaco.
Here. That's all I've got.
This isn't right, Danny. We should be fighting, not running to the Yankees.
Alejo gave you a fucking gift, Lira. We survive. Same as the orphanage, same as the academy.
Please, no, this is a fishing boat. You mean, no.
Definitely not Cuba, by the way.
Are we watching the opening cinematic?
Probably.
We would go out on a boat, just like this. And we would catch the fish and then release them. He would say, it's not always about your stomach, mijo. It's about the challenge. Except when he caught a big, fat, juicy marlin, he was too proud to let that fish go.
See, Tirano! You have poison, Yara! You have poisoned your sword!
I have caught a very big fish today. Haven't I, Diego? Diego!
No way.
I have caught you, mijo. Now it's time to bring you home.
I don't want this anymore, Papa.
We have no choice.
Let them go. They can work. Make Viviro.
Truth or lies?
Truth.
They could be good workers. They could help rebuild paradise. But if you wanted them to live, you would have never set foot on this fucking boat. 13 years old. And Diego has such compassion for his people. These fish, we will catch
You know what? Giancarlo Esposito is a hell of an actor.
Have you? Oh my god! Do you know what his full name is? By the way,
I don't think so.
try and follow the ethnicity of this. His full name is Giancarlo Giuseppe Alessandro Esposito.
Oh yeah, he's part Italian, and he's got like I actually read all his Wikipedia page, and he's got a very interesting mix of cultures in him.
Absolutely.
I also loved he did an interview with Keeley the other day, and he was like, Keeley was just like, so what does it feel like playing the villain? And he was like, he's not a villain, he's the good guy. Like, he was just like fully about it. It was so good.
Well, it's like Gregory Brick that they had for Father for Far Cry 5. My god, like watch any of the interviews that he did, he lived that character. It was amazing.
Beautiful.
And we couldn't be prouder to have him join the Far Cry family.
I think that's part of what you have to do.
Oh, yeah.
We had quite a lot to live
It's called method acting.
because when you think
Yeah.
Far Cry, you think about its rich legacy of villains,
Oh, just like we're talking about now.
which makes
Yep.
today a very
That's the thing. The hero story in Far Cry games is almost ancillary, because the villains are always larger than life.
get to unveil some of
Yeah.
our post-launch plans. Our dream
Good.
was to honor the Far Cry villains tradition and introduce a brand new experience. It is time to see the other side. Go further down the rabbit hole, and it's up to you to find a way out.
What is going on? Who's watching?
My, what a happy fella. RJ, tell your mother and sister to...
You are alive. That is all.
I don't know what's happening, but I'm digging it.
Peekaboo, motherfucker.
Where the fuck am I?
I too am a king who isn't afraid to slaughter to get what he wants. In my way.
Is this a test? A dream?
You get to play as the villains?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, this got leaked like a half hour ago, actually.
fucking right, don't care. This is badass.
That's why I didn't say anything. It's just more fun this way.
I get more Far Cry
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Far Cry Blood Dragon.
We're
That's...
so excited for
I don't know
you to
what
check
that
out
means,
this
but that's cool.
It does look pretty neat, honestly.
Wait to get my hands on this one.
Ooh.
Oh, good. Rabbits.
Oh, yeah, I was actually reacting to something I just brought up. Bandai Namco announced a special live stream of Tales of Arise for June 18th. No one cares about that but me, but I care a lot. Okay, Rabbit's time. Again, as long as the gameplay is good, it'll probably be worth playing. But...
I'm still riding the high that there's going to be more Joseph Seed
Yes.
and more what looked like Montana. That's
Yeah.
badass.
Well, it was definitely the church.
Oh, yeah. And the symbol showed up everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
My favorite thing about the Mario vs. Rabbids thing is the story behind how it got made. It was like...
That's pretty neat.
The guy was such a huge fan of like Mario and stuff that the guy that worked at Ubisoft that started the whole thing, and he like worked in secret with a group of people to like build out models of Mario and all of the other Nintendo main Nintendo characters. And then like when they went and presented the idea to Nintendo, Nintendo was so confused because they were like, "How did you guys get the models we made of Mario?" And they were like, "No, we studied it so thoroughly and made like as thoroughly as we could and made our own models." And Nintendo couldn't tell the difference.
I like OB's comment. The rabbits look like a meth-fueled nightmare.
Yes.
I mean, they do. They always do. That's almost the point of them.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's a freaking Rosalina rabbit now. Tony the Tiger!
Oh, good. I forget. I absolutely forget that Ubisoft brought us Far Cry rabbits. Like there's a disconnect there.
Such a disconnect.
I mean, like they said, they have 20,000 employees at Ubisoft now. So,
That's
yeah.
insane.
They are one of the biggest entertainment companies in the world.
Yeah.
There's the dude.
The whole team is super proud of this new game, and I can't wait for you to experience it.
Is that the dude?
It's fair to say that we did something quite surprising with the concept of Mario
Did not
plus
look
Rabbids
like.
Kingdom battle. And for this project,
I don't know.
We didn't want to stop.
Yeah, it is him. Because he's the dude that, like, Miyamoto acknowledged him during a press conference and he, like, cried.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm so
Like,
excited to be back as well today.
it was, like, during the announcement of their first Mario plus Rabbids.
Which really, I'm honestly surprised they're letting Ubisoft have this announcement.
They did last... I think they did last time, too. Because whenever they'd made it, like, Miyamoto came up on stage and stuff. If I remember correctly.
Mushroom Kingdom, there is an entire galaxy to save. To do so, you will lead a brave.
I think that's, like, the fact that he put so much into this game is the reason it's so good.
Like Rabbids Rosalina and other surprises.
That's what I have to believe. Because he has such a high, like, standard for this. That's the reason it turned out as well as...
Them from planet to planet. They will be facing a powerful villain, Cursor, an enemy unlike anything our heroes encountered before. But they won't be alone. By their side, they will have their new allies, the Sparks.
Sparks.
These surprising creatures, born from the merge of Rabbids and Lumas, will land their...
You might need to adjust your cable or something, Foo.
Hey,
Headphones.
why?
You were hot micing a little.
I was?
Yeah.
What was I hot micing on?
The conference.
It's... I have it playing on nothing but my headset. That's not possible.
I'm telling you the truth of the situation. I checked
I'm saying I
Discord,
don't-
and you were hot micing.
And I'm saying I don't understand how.
That's why I said you might have to adjust your cable. It might be like an internal pickup thing or something.
There's no cable, it's wireless.
Oh, that's even more confusing.
That's like I said, there's 2 points to this that makes it not possible.
Over to the next level. It's not just a new story with new enemies, new heroes. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope has big ambitions. It introduces new action elements into the mix that will push the boundaries of tactical games even further.
Sasha, you're listening through your headset too, right?
Yeah.
Easy to play experience for all players.
Yeah, if I take my headset off, I hear absolutely nothing but the dog snoring.
To take the challenge.
I wonder if your mic is picking up your headphones then. Are you listening really loud?
Exclusively on the Nintendo Switch.
Really loud? No. Loud enough I can hear it? Yes.
I don't understand it.
I turned mine down, so I was maybe listening too loud.
I don't know.
Was it me or my camera one?
Your camera's completely muted.
Yeah, so...
So
I don't get it.
no, it was you. Like your microphone, like you were lighting up and everything.
There's no way it was actually doing it though.
I mean, if it's wireless, it might have just like fumbled its signals somehow or
Yeah.
something. That's the only thing I can. I should finish the first game. I really enjoyed it. I put a lot of time into it. But actually, this game gets, like, the first game in the series got real hard by...
So it is another...
Tactical game, yeah.
Yeah. Turn-based tactical strategy.
Yep.
Whatever.
There's an anime rabbit now. Haha! Wahoo!
Apparently there's a comic book being released
Yves Guillemot.
along with Far Cry 6 called Rite of Passage that features the main Giancarlo Esposito, whatever he plays from Far Cry 6, telling his son about life lessons and being a leader, using the previous 3 villains as lessons. So,
Interesting.
furthermore, that takes place obviously after Far Cry 5, and I'm still not sure how that happens. I guess I'm gonna have to buy the game and find out.
Yeah, I guess.
Say so.
Energy and collaboration, especially during what has been a
That
challenging
didn't sound good.
I'm also proud of our industry's ability to bring together millions of players from around the world to share memorable experiences and moments of joy. This is one of the real powers of video games.
Oh.
And it is what motivates everyone at Ubisoft to do our best. Finally, my sincere thanks to you, the players. We appreciate the trust you place in us. Your involvement in our games communities keeps them growing and vibrant. We want to create
What are we at? An hour in, so...
long-lasting game worlds. And your contributions, feedback, and support make it possible. We also are proud that some of the biggest names in entertainment trust our creative teams to develop games within their universes. For example, you just saw Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, developed in collaboration with Nintendo, where everyone's favorite Mario and Rabbids characters return for an all-new adventure.
I can appreciate that somebody put a lot of work into their pitch for this.
Yeah.
I can be very happy that it worked out for them and they obviously had such a good time doing it. I really don't care about it other than that, though.
Oh, no, it's definitely not. I mean, that's the other thing. It's not for you. It's
Yeah.
just not going to appeal to you in any way.
Brought to life by the latest version of our Snowdrop engine.
I'm really going to enjoy that game if I get around to playing it someday.
Enjoy.
I imagine you'll never play it. You don't own a Switch anyway, so.
I know.
What have we here? Was it Skull and Bones? No, that got rebooted again. So this isn't on the water.
That thing, yeah.
Oh, Avatar.
Oh, good. Hey, guess what? The dog needs to go outside. I'll be right back.
Alright. There was a, it has been floating around that they've been making an Avatar game. It's kind of surprising they're showing it off before the new movie comes out. Also, every part of me just says, who cares? But
Yeah, I'm just not... Like, it's pretty, but... I don't care.
yeah, Avatar has never been my thing. I watched the movie
No.
once and I was like, that was something.
I watched, like, part of it.
I mean, it was a decent movie.
What I saw of it wasn't bad. I don't care about it.
Yeah. Jake Sully. I would really like it if this was a strategy game, actually. I think that'd be really cool.
If it was strategy, it wouldn't be terrible. I think there'd be more to it.
But I have a feeling it's gonna be
But
like
it's
a
just
first
like an
person.
exploration, yeah.
Or third person. More. Oh no, see, it keeps cutting to first person, so I get
It does.
That's what they're implying. I feel like is that this is going to be.
You're muted.
The big question I have is this game came out how many friggin' years ago?
Well, the new
Or
movie.
the movie?
Yeah, the new movie's on its way though.
Well, it was before pandemic, and then I stopped hearing anything about it. So.
Oh yeah, they've already signed on for like 8 new movies in this universe.
Oh.
And I'm not even kidding. They're planned out for the next decade. Let me see if I can find it.
Bye, Obi.
Bye, Obi.
Have fun.
Enjoy work. Haha, it's a joke. Yeah, Avatar came out in 2009. Avatar 2 is for 2022. Avatar 3 is for 2024. Avatar 4 is for 2026. And Avatar 5 is for 2028.
Damn.
We've got them slated
Okay,
for the next decade.
Ubisoft Plus, everything's on day one.
Ooh. Boy, you had my interest. Now you have my attention. Oh man, Far Cry Primal, that awful run.
We don't talk about it.
I really should finish Far Cry 3. That game was really... Every time... I really should finish X, whatever video game is currently on screen.
Yeah. I restarted Far Cry 5 now that I have the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I want to dive into 5 myself, honestly.
Oh, it's so good.
The more and more I see of it, the more I'm just like, yeah, I could totally do that.
Okay, well there goes the idea that Far Cry 6 will be on Xbox Live or Game Pass.
But
it might be on Steam.
They might announce tomorrow that Ubisoft Plus is coming to Game Pass, just like they did with EA.
True.
Oh, yeah.
You reading leaks again, are you?
That one was just decent, like, it was just a suspected thing.
Possibility, yeah.
Yeah, it's been brought up by a couple people. I don't know how likely it is, but it would be neat.
Yeah, it would.
Because,
Do we care about the post show?
I don't.
Okay.
So yeah, that is Ubisoft. You're not going to have anything else going on until Devolver Digital starts, which isn't until 5 o'clock, so I think 4:45 will be back on for that.
We got a half hour to ourselves.
Yes.
Welcome back, everybody, to E3
Let me double check.
2021. We just
Oh, no. Devolver starts in 10 minutes. Not even,
Okay.
like 6 minutes.
Roll right into it, and then.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to go take myself a break, get some water,
Yes.
etc., etc.
Sounds
And
like
I'll
a
be
good plan.
back.
I'll throw it back to the BRB screen, and we'll get ourselves set up for next.
Of course
So
you're
much
not.
to talk about here at E3.
Hello.
But fans were, of course, disappointed last October when the news came.
There we go. All right. Hi, guys. Welcome back.
Hi.
Hi.
All right. Let's talk about Ubisoft for about 4 seconds while Devolver starts. So, wait, hold on. We might not actually have time.
I don't think we do.
It's like we don't. Okay, that's fine. Wait, this is just some...
Ooh, Far Cry 6 asked me anything.
There you go.
Yeah, screw it. Let's go live to it. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Family's own history. So when it
There we
came
go.
to actually working on a Far Cry, you know, right from the beginning, I was fascinated, and the team was really fascinated by the idea of what does it take for someone to take up arms against this overwhelming force, this overwhelming regime. And so that invited a lot of questions and themes about the game. You know, when does your
The only
revolution begin?
continual question I have at this point is,
how
does, what time period does 6 take place in?
Those are the kinds of questions that we
Which has been further complicated by the existence of a comic book, which is apparently canon, in which Giancarlo's character discusses the main villains from the other games.
What is the ending of Far Cry 6?
And I don't,
Well, it's really
if I'm remembering right, Disciple, you did not finish 5, so I don't know if I really want to.
No, it's okay. I got spoiled whenever they announced New Dawn.
Okay, so that's canon.
Water Buffalo.
Apparent?
The ending of it with the nuclear war is canon.
Yeah, but is New Dawn canon?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, obviously there's
But
some
it's in the
kind
future. It's 20 years in the future or something.
Yeah.
So, where does this take place? When does this take place? Because you've kind of got a narrow window now that Joseph Seed exists and is notarized enough that he'd be heard of in a different country, but before the ending of the world. So again, the only thought that I have to this is, and I'd like to put this out as a prediction, 6 takes place concurrently to 5, and the ending of 6 would be a nuclear war caused by the uprising and all that, which is actually the nuclear war you witness at the end of 5.
Could be.
That's the only thought I have to how that makes sense.
That part's beyond me. I don't know enough about it, honestly.
Okay.
I really should play through 5, and maybe I'll sign up for. Let's check how much that Ubisoft Plus costs with the discount and everything.
Also, just all the amazing moments.
I'll look into that because they just said they have that discount going right now. $6 for the first month and then $15 a month afterwards. Is that right?
Ain't bad. Far Cry 5 is like $9 on some service, and I don't remember which one it is.
Oh, I can find that out real quick. I got a website.
Yeah,
for
I
that.
just saw that on Facebook. It's $60 on Steam, but
Far Cry 5, $8 on Game Billet. And Epic Games Store, it's $9, and the Ubisoft Store, it's $9. So there's options.
That's the deal, then.
And I hope you appreciate that I am saying
But yeah.
only 3 words.
I picked it up for $15 a couple months ago, and I'm a little salty about that. But
yeah, well, that's $8. That's 2 cups of coffee.
Yeah.
We really tried to approach this with the idea.
I'm super into it.
Are we paying attention to this AMA or no?
Not really.
Okay. I'm gonna take us back to ignoring it then.
Okay.
Because I'd like to talk about the things that we have seen.
Yes.
So, the big things. I'm just gonna go over some of the bigger things from the Ubisoft conference. The Rainbow Six Siege Extraction was the first big thing we saw. I think it looks pretty interesting. I'm a shooter guy. It's kind of my wheelhouse. That one looks like it could be pretty fun. There's a lot of... I mean, it's a zombie shooter set in the Rainbow Six universe, which is an unusual thing, but at the same time, like, I think they just really liked the engine and thought they could adapt it into something new and interesting.
I'm willing to bet what we're running into here is the Valve syndrome, where you have different teams working with different stuff, and then you have little groups within those teams that split off and decide they're going to start working on something like as a tech demo or even to figure out another problem, and then say, hey, you know what, this would actually make a really cool game.
Yeah.
And then they're being allowed to go and do.
It's a new concept for the Rainbow Six setup, I guess, is the other. Not that they haven't had like older Rainbow Six games are cooperative shooters, but they weren't. I mean, they were third-person shooters to start with, anyways, back in the day, and then Rainbow Six Siege sort of reinvented them as first-person shooters and made them much more competitive. So it's interesting to see that it's going to be like a pure cooperative shooter. It's about zombies. It's really, really interesting.
Right.
And it looks good to me. I mean, I think it looks pretty fun. Like, it'll be a good gameplay experience. We followed that up with Rocksmith Plus, which I just think looks like a really powerful learning tool.
Yeah, and again, like I said, Sasha can speak more about the way different, everybody learns differently, but I like that they're adaptive to that. You have a community for support. You have the breakdowns, you have the speed changes, you have multi-repeat, you have different options to work with the way your brain works best at learning something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really good for people to be able to just figure out what works for them if they're not already aware. Some people need just that repetitious go in, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. Some people need that feedback, and it looks like it's pretty good at giving feedback, so that's going to be pretty cool to see
Yeah.
how it all works out.
I mean, that was something recently I was like, I had some free time and I was just like, maybe I should try to learn Japanese again. And so, like, I fired up Duolingo, which is like the go-to. And my problem with that is it gives you lessons on new material, but it doesn't give you any like form to reinforce the information you've already learned.
Oh yeah.
And that's my biggest problem with things like that is I need to have that repetition. I can learn how to do something quickly, but in order to retain it, I need to have some sort of repetition for myself. And I need to be incentivized to do because I'm a lazy American. So hopefully Rocksmith will have like little like explosions and things on the screen that's just like, you're great, and I can be like, yay, and sets off my endorphins and stuff.
It seemed like on the bottom of the screens and things that it had continual like feedback with accuracy, things like that. So I think that'll be good.
Yeah, it looks like, and it honestly looks like it'll be a good experience. And like you said earlier, Fu, like the whole AI developed tracks and things like that is interesting.
Yeah, I can't I was doing some reading on the FAQ, and it said that part of what they're really pushing for with the betas for people that understand this to see how well the AI software has translated a typical song's pattern into chords. And I can't believe they just blew over that in the announcement that it's complete AI generated.
Yeah.
Like they fed the song into this computer, it listened to it and came up with the chords that it needs to play.
Yeah. And so I think that's like, there's a lot of underlying technology that's really interesting. I like how they've gamified a learning tool instead of making a game that is also a learning.
Right.
I'm gonna move on because we've only got a couple minutes. Ginger, the Wonder Pup. All right. Riders Republic. Nobody here really cares about it, as far as I can tell. It looks like it'll be promising for people that are into extreme sports.
Work Night on a Hill.
Yes. Mario plus Rabbids. I'm the only one here that cares about that. I'm gonna play it. It looks really good. It looks a lot like the first game. Hopefully the gameplay holds up. Far Cry 6. Oh no. Yeah. Far Cry 6 Season Pass is a thing. Play as the villains, play as the bad guys, re-experience the stories from a new perspective.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yes, it looks like it will be very cool.
And I know I said this earlier, but I'm going to do it again. This is legitimately the lighter I've been carrying for 2 days now.
Yeah, exactly. So obviously,
I have,
you two are huge
Cross
fans.
hanging in my truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're huge fans of Far Cry 5. I loved Far Cry 3. I never got the chance to play 4 or 5. I didn't actually. Everybody loved Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. I did not really enjoy it. I thought.
I don't think anybody really likes it. They just had fun with it.
That's the thing. Is like there was a huge community of people that really.
I mean, they poked fun of it in 5.
Yeah. So
one of the side missions you can do is stumble onto a movie set where they're filming the Blood Dragon movie.
That's
and they just rip on it constantly.
That's funny. But it is one of those things that is. It's a big deal to a lot of people that like Far Cry. They really loved Blood Dragon. They thought it was a very tropey camp, like very fun experience. It didn't really hit home for me, but that might just be because whatever. Like it just didn't strike me correctly.
Right.
I played Far Cry 2 as well back in the day. That was a very fun game. It was actually too large in my. That's its own thing. And then the last big announcement we got at the end was the Avatar game, and that's going to be part of the Avatar franchise expansion that they're currently working on, moving from a single movie that came out over a decade ago to 5 movies in the next decade.
And I can't, like, I saw the movie in theaters, and I don't want to say it was bad. It was certainly acceptable.
Yeah.
It didn't resonate with me, and I understand that that's not the bellwether for anything, but at the same time, I don't remember anybody being super crazy about it back then either.
And that's the thing I don't understand. It made more money than any other movie in the world.
Right.
And I don't, like, visually it was appealing, and I understand that. As a CG movie, it was a step forward. But I didn't think it was that special when I saw it either. I can't say I'm waiting with bated breath for the sequel, you know? So, hopefully the game is good, I guess. I'm not probably gonna play it unless I can get it for free, you know?
Right.
But it's one of those things that it's just not appealing to me. I understand there's going to be a huge audience for it, but
I'm going to go a step further. It's not just that it's not appealing to me. It's that it's not appealing to me. I gather there must be a huge audience for it, but the question I have is, where did they come from?
yes, where did they go? All right, but that sort of covers the big announcements for Ubisoft, unless you guys can think of something else.
I think that's.
I think that was all, really.
Yeah, they had a couple little things thrown in here and there, but there's nothing like that stands out aside from. Oh, Assassin's Creed is getting another new expansion where they'll go to be Vikings in Paris, which is cool.
Well, and I
I'd
don't
like to
think
play
we
that
should
game,
be
but-
focused on another new expansion with it. It seems like the new way of doing these games is just that they have continual content being crapped out for them.
Yes, they have at least 6 games right now that are still being continued.
Yeah,
Which
well, and look at
I think
GTA
is
5.
probably, yeah, exactly. And I think honestly it's for the best for a lot of these because they have dedicated, like, well taken care of communities, and that's just fantastic for it. So it's great whenever you get into a game and you can come back to it at any time, and there'll be new content, there'll be updates. You might have to get used to a new meta or whatever, but it's the same game at the end of the day.
Now,
So,
to add on that, the part that I'm a little confused about still for the future is the history-based thing. It strikes me. You had a thing, Sasha, that you talked about briefly
Ooh.
when you're still in brick and mortar that was like a walk through various historical locations
Oh
through
yeah,
the
like
magic of virtual tours. Yeah.
virtual field trips. Yeah.
Right. So now we're taking that concept and moving it into a virtual field trip through history,
Yeah.
which I think is neat, but I'm still kind of confused by it.
Okay.
It's interesting being in a game, I think.
Yeah.
Just so you guys are aware, the Devolver Digital one actually already started. They're not doing it on the
Oh.
main E3 stage. I'll send you
Okay.
a link.
Okay.
I'll get set up for that as well.
Gearbox E3 Live.
I have it brought up on GameStop. I'll be right back. GameStop YouTube channel.
The bloody people so far.
Yeah.
He's run away from us. I'm having trouble finding one that doesn't have somebody else talking. Assume it's this like cringy skit show thing.
Yeah, I have it brought up on the Game Awards YouTube channel.
Are they talking over it? Because I'm having trouble finding.
They are not talking over.
Okay.
Gonna go to it.
Boy.
Emmer shit behind.
Yep,
Melissa,
this is
do
the
the numbers.
this was the preview part that I watched the other day.
Right, it better be more than just this.
We need a fresh
It's
perspective.
Devolver Digital. They're very
Wild.
their own thing.
Stunning. Something new but not too new, but new enough so that it seems new to those know-it-all know-nothings in the know, you know?
Actually, ma'am, I think...
No. No.
Record scratch. What? Who are you and why are you making noises at me?
Nina, ma'am.
Nina Struthers.
Nina Struthers. I'm an adjunct under-executive on the marketing team. I'm gunning for Synergy Officer one day.
Why are you pouring the coffee?
Because we need coffee.
Grab it, Hackjaw. Nina, is it? Put the coffee down and talk at my face.
Well, the thing of it is, a few of us were talking and...
Monetization. As a service.
Say what he said.
That's gotta be
You
the most
unmute the stream.
Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
For 4 decades, and counting, Devolver Digital has been at the absolute bleeding edge of technical, social, and humanitarian progress in the burgeoning videotainment market. Now that's no accident. The global research and development teams at Devolver Digital Incorporated have worked tirelessly to deliver to you, the unwashed consumers, so many breakthroughs in the video game entertainosphere that it's
Doesn't feel like a real office, especially since they still all have CRTs on their desk.
This entire presentation is tongue-in-cheek. All of it. There'll be some game announcements, but mostly it's people doing like ridiculous skits. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I'm drinking a mug of miso soup and it's delicious.
Unregistered offshore corporate bank accounts. Devolver even jumped ass first into that crypto lifo broth before electric car barons made it all the rage with loot box coin. The market's first and just
Like the giant hot dog on the wall, that's about all I have to say on it so far.
I forgot about loot box coin.
Last year, we spent money we didn't even have to fill the void shot huge when your mad thirsty consumer soul when E3 was canceled. Devolver Land Expo spread a revolution.
Your audio balance is terrible because I can barely hear what he says when the bass hits in the song.
Yeah, that's what I'm having a problem with right now.
Video game play as a video game. Progress can't be stopped though, no. So this year, Devolver Digital is taking aim at the blisteringly lucrative subscription service video game market. Welcome to Devolver Max Pass Plus.
Max Pass really real, or is that just something they made up for this?
It's very, very hard to tell with these guys.
Okay.
Welcome to the future. Games as a service.
That girl's
a razor-edged industry shuck job that is served to convert what
They,
was
the two of them were the security guards in the last scene.
Oh, okay.
Lifelong chain ball commitment to reoccurring payments for video games that, well, let's be real deal.
The dude looks like a discount Jason Momoa.
Yeah. And not even like Walmart discount. We're talking dollar store.
Yeah.
Yeah, like dollar
you know, take a leap, push the
Yeah, not even
envelope,
the good gold
go
yellow
wet
Dollar
pocket,
General.
Go big or go home, and baby, we ain't got no home to go home to. Devolver likes to take things to a place that isn't even funny. So much is creepily possible and uncomfortably prescient. That is why monetization as a service. Give me some more. We see it as a groundbreaking new way to keep consumers locked into a semi-regular non-payment schedule with a novel, if not needlessly complex approach, wherein a top-tier service subscriber, that is you, look at you, is granted access to dozens, if not hundreds of dozens, of premium purchases at the low, low monthly price of no cost to you for the subscription itself. Hit me again! Woo. That is the Max Pass Plus difference.
Go into devolvermaxpass.com.
And
Is
your
that what it
credit
was? No,
competency,
it's not.
work
It's.
history,
I think it's real.
genealogical strafe vector, total lunar payload weight,
Oh wait, no, it's not.
environmentally induced super selection state,
Because if
and
you hit
very
subscribe, it
first
goes
magic
free.
deck
It
are
just
evaluated
says
on a
your
29
subscription is
planet
active.
density matrix, and boosh, you're
So I don't think any of
absolutely
this is
low street.
real.
Looks like a good chili dog.
The onions are too big.
Yeah, they need finely diced.
Yeah.
From there,
I don't know about you guys. I like
granted
Devolver
direct
Digital.
access to purchase
I think they're
anything
fucking insane.
in our constantly
And it's
growing
awesome.
collection.
We're getting better. It started off kind of rough. We're getting better. The audio
We also
balance really
came
needs
in late,
adjusting.
so we're just watching a woman eat a chili dog at this point.
She missed the hot dog in that bite, and it bothers me.
That would be insane.
Also, that hot dog doesn't even look
Good access
cooked.
to those purchases,
No.
though, totally freezes. Let's
Want a chili dog now?
check a look.
Let's check a look,
Some
baby.
Of the video games that amazing consumers like you can look forward to if you get a
I think they've been doing this for 3 years,
Devolver
maybe
Max
4.
Plus.
Premium purchase.
All right, I like this.
It's different.
Oh wow, the destruction on that building was beautiful. I'm down.
Premium purchase.
Phantom Abyss. This is the one I was talking about earlier.
Okay.
Where it's randomly generated temples you have to get through, and it's like a first-person platformer. I
Oh,
might have
yeah,
talked about it
yeah.
last night. I don't remember, but this game looks awesome.
I think it's cool that they're using the data of previous playthroughs.
Yeah.
You can either learn from or to trick you through. I like it.
Yeah.
It's a neat concept.
It's also cool because you get one shot at a dungeon, and if you fail, that's it. Your ghost is added to that dungeon and can like help the next person trying to beat it, but you just have to go try another one.
God, that's... I love the concept, but I think in practice I would hate it.
It's gonna be very tough, I feel.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I really dig the art style on it.
Yeah. And the mechanics look fun. Like, you got a whip that it's like Indiana Jones whip, you know?
But it's got like grappling
And then-
hook on the end of it. Yeah. Or a knife, or whatever.
Yeah. And that totem that you just saw, yeah, like whenever you get the item at the end of the dungeon, you have to get back out with it while being chased.
Holy
by the
shit.
thing,
Wow.
So it's not just once, you gotta beat it twice, essentially.
Basically. Yeah, it comes out soon, too.
Fashionable.
June 22nd.
Now that's a phrase. A phrase that goes lock, stock, hand in hand with gamers. An exclusive state of being, if you will, to which only the most adroitly premium amongst us could ever truly endeavor to gain entry. Until now. No. That's this, not this. I'm snapping, damn it! Being fashionable is a natural extension of the Devolver Max Pass Plus premium purchase experience. Brought from us to you by Devolver's own Central
Yeah,
Textile
I just discovered
Manufacturing
this on
and
their
Weaponized
website,
Branding
so.
Entity subgroups. We would like to present to you our newest collection of
Their
exclusive
merch.
garmentry,
Oh.
only available to the Devolver Max Pass Plus survivors. I mean,
Yeah.
subscribers. Oh, hi. Shut up. This collection of fashionable, comfortable, and catastrophically unaffordable formal wear was designed and manufactured entirely in-house by an elite selection of our most popular and attractive interns, to whom we've given key action words and access to an internet-connected device and, shall we say, joie de vivre. You may go. Bye. As with
Almost like he
everything else in
forgot
this
his lines
presentation,
there for a
the
split
Devolver
second.
Max Pass Plus exclusive merch collection is, well, exclusive. Only available to subscribers in a premium purchase, not at all in the subscription fee you may or may not, but may be paying. Fashionable. Am I right? Now, let's take a deep breath and take a peek at these two premium purchase products that'll be available to you soon. The adoring Devolver Max Pass Plus Survivor. Subscriber.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That suit costs $500 on their website.
Yep.
Which, I mean, if it's a decent suit, that's not a terrible price.
I'm out of miso. I have to switch back to coffee now.
I'm drinking Black Rifle Coffee Company Espresso Mocha ready to drink.
I'm drinking Starbucks Cafe Verano.
And now it's gone.
They just had their cold brew from Black Rifle. I like it a lot.
Yeah. So the YouTube chat seems to be going nuts over Dex. Is he coming back?
This looks sweet as fuck.
I dig the art style, but I'm concerned that this is just all the, like, cutscenes, essentially.
Yeah. So, alright, who's going nuts over Gex?
The YouTube chat. Not ours.
Yeah.
I'm digging what I'm looking at, but I want to see actual gameplay.
Wizard with a gun.
Okay.
I'm less interested now.
Yep.
But this is kind of Devolver style. They're mostly indie style games.
I kind of gathered by their press conference style.
They made games like. Do you ever play Mother Russia Bleeds?
No.
That's not. That game seemed like a game for you, but it was by them, or published by Devolver.
I see that they published or created one of the two, My Friend Pedro, which says just about everything I needed to know about the company.
Yeah. Devolver are the publishers, so.
Yeah.
But they definitely have a style of game. What else is supposed to go on today? Gearbox is later. I don't know if that'll be interesting at all. They'll probably just talk about Tiny Tina's Badland or whatever, Wonderlands. And maybe about, like, if...
Gearbox is one of those companies that was huge like 5 years ago, and now they don't really do much of anything.
No, they made the new Borderlands. And so they might have, like, a DLC announcement or something for that. But honestly, I don't care about Gearbox.
Here's the next thought I have. There's a new Borderlands?
Yeah, exactly. They made Borderlands 3, which did sell really well. It was very popular for a little while. But I was not interested in it. And
I was
still am
super
not.
into the first Borderlands. I was interested in the second one, but I never actually picked it up.
Second one was good.
And I had no idea there was a third.
Well, they did that spin-off one that was like the pre-sequel or whatever. And then they just never, like, they took like 6 years or 8 years or something off the series, and then they came back with 3.
Yeah, that's probably why I forgot about it.
I don't know, Borderlands was really Jason's thing. He was very into it for a while.
Your box starts at 5 p.m. Eastern, so we've got like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's probably going to run over with Devolver, and I'm more interested in Devolver, frankly, because they do interesting things. Dash door.
Hey, by the way, the stream still says we're currently watching Ubisoft.
Oh, yes, it does. Sorry, I'll have to fix that real quick.
Since 1975, Devolver Digital and the many incredible developers we've partnered with have produced what can only be appropriately described as an imperial buttload of incredible games that consumers worldwide have purchased, never actually played, and then made public claims about the game's quality in order to substantiate their place in online conversations about whether or not an indie game is still indie if it has a publisher. That's why we're proud to announce the entire Devolver Digital catalog on Steam is available at Devolver Max Pass Plus as a premium service not included in your reoccurring monthly payments that we still haven't quite nailed down yet. Each of these gems will be available at a reduced rate for a bafflingly limited amount of time, with discounts ranging from, why not, to fuck me, why are my pants wet? Think of it as a kind of thank you from an old friend. An old friend that believes you deserve a premium experience. Visit DevolverMaxPassPlus.com for more information.
Premium purchase.
Oh, good, card-based. That's the first thing that makes me go. No.
Yep.
I fucking
Remember
hate
that year
card
at
games.
E3 when Valve announced some game and they had this big cinematic for it?
Oh,
The crowd
yeah.
was like, oh, and then it popped up card game on the screen and you
Yeah.
could hear, oh.
That was Artifact, a game that was dead in its cradle. Like,
That was amazing.
oh, just the
You
entire crowd.
Can you imagine being the poor sod that has to walk out on stage after that and try to sell that fucker?
Oh my god, dude. That was the funniest fucking thing, though. Like, Valve's making a new game! It's a card-based game based on Dota 2. What? Fucking why, dude? Come on. Description. I don't care. But I'm sure some people will. I do want to check out some of the other Devolver games that have come out recently.
Premium purchase.
Oh yeah, I fucking forgot they put out Metal Wolf Chaos XD.
So far, and this is ahead of the actual start of their conference, Gearbox has announced that Borderlands is being turned into a movie production.
Yeah, that was... They were showing off stuff from the set the other day.
Not at all, no. What if you could play a game for free, but then later we charge you for cool stuff and make you watch ads for minimal benefit to you, the consumer? Well, that doesn't sound as great.
It's tumble time. Pick up your phone, it's tumble time.
Ignore loved ones. Reprioritize your life. Let it consume your very being. Turn real money into pretend money and spend it. Collect your favorite characters that you've never even heard of.
Tumble time, it's tumble time. Pick up your phone, it's tumble time. Tumble time, it's tumble time. Pick up your phone, it's tumble time.
Alright, let's check that one
Tumble
out.
Time is the future of physics-based puzzle gameplay, elegant monetization, and strategic brand integration. Choose characters from a loaded roster of your Devolver Digital faves and rack a major, huge, big.
What's up with all the hot dogs?
Maxing and clearing the impossibly adorable.
Maybe they have a...
Must have been what was on sale.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there was that giant hot dog picture on the wall, too.
Except for the ads part.
I don't know.
There are ads because, of course,
Definitely
there are
been a
ads
ton.
because nothing is ever really free. Get hype and unleash
Gotta go
each
fast.
character's special move and clear chunks by creating and activating chaotic chain reactions. Pre-register for Devolver Tumble Time on the App Store and Google Play by visiting DevolverTumbleTime.com.
Whoop, hey,
And thinking on it, there was a woman in the background dumping chili on hot dogs. Look, there's a bucket of grapes.
Nina.
Sonic the Hedgehog likes chili dogs, that's all I know.
Yep.
Oh, hey. Let's talk about subscriptions for a moment. The subscription service is an instrument of monetization from days gone, when your grandparents wanted to try a new cheese each month and your uncle wanted to look at photos of naked ladies from the comfort of his own tool shed. A relic an unwieldy, physical beast that we have
In the
had
comfort of
as
his own
we
tool
slip
shed.
into the digital realm, leaving us with nothing but ones and zeros to stand in for our stinky dairy product and perfect knockers. Devolver, though, aims to return subscription-based addiction back to its more tangible roots with a premium purchase title available only in this, the physical plane of actual, real, for real existence.
Is that?
Goddamn right it is. Introducing Demon Throttle by developer Doinksoft, the creators of Gato Roboto. It is coming to the Nintendo Switch as a physical box set, and only a physical box set through our good friends at Special Reserve Games. Oh, you heard me right. Demon Throttle will not, I repeat, will not be available in any digital format and is only available for you to purchase as a retail product and put on your shelf and to never play or to sell at ridiculous scalper prices to anyone who missed out on its initial offering starting today. Check a look.
Premium purchase.
At least their audio balance has gotten better.
True.
Yeah, it has.
That demon just my way. Something.
This looks sweet as shit. I have to plug my laptop in. I'll be right back.
Demon Throttle.
Huh? I mean, huh? Right?
I love it. It's good. Really good. Great work, Stilts.
Well, it wasn't all
Who'da thunk? Big moves by a guy from... Where are you from?
Technically, I'm not supposed to be here.
That's great,
I'm
buddy.
filming.
Okay, now bring it home. Hit me with the big move. What's the punch?
There isn't one. He does not have...
Videotapes.
Nina!
The tape.
What she said.
What's this now?
Okay, I'm back again.
Well,
Good.
we put the entire thing on a tape and then sell it. Right, like this, right? Right here. Videotapes. The trick, though, is that there is one and only one, and we sell it to one buyer. We put only the entire thing just the one on a tape.
Just the one?
Just the one. Sell it. Okay, and since there's only one and the buyer keeps it, and we broke the little tab on the inside so you can't copy it, it is non-fuckwithable.
That's not all what that tab does. The tab prevents you from recording over it.
Can this be done?
Yeah, it's actually already been done. Okay, the one copy of this entire presentation.
She looks old enough to know
player
that.
right here is
Should be.
available
It
online
already sold.
for the first Devolver Max Pass Plus Triple Platinum Elite Gold Star Magnum Double XL tier subscriber to
There's
go
only
to
one.
devolvermaxpassplus.com and buy it. Okay, it is totally non-fuckwithable. It does no damage to the environment, to the energy grid, or the global technology supply chain, because it's just this old tape, right? That Caleb found in a box marked Nancy's Fancies, okay, in the back of an old filing cabinet in the birthing wing, and it's also a tape.
Fucking brilliant.
Yes. Yeah. Zane, Nina, Margaret, Caleb. This is such wonderful... What the fuck?
Love it.
Yay! Switching over to Gearbox, which starts in 49 seconds.
Okay. I'm excited for a couple of those games, though. I like the samurai one, but I like samurai stuff.
Don't forget to change the thingy.
Waiting for my chance to buy that physical only Switch game.
Do you remember to change the thingy? Yep, there he goes. I mean, that wasn't terrible. I understand what they're doing by the end of it, but
Yeah, it's also like part 6 of the Devolver series. So.
yeah, that's.
I like the fact they have a website for that physical game that automatically refreshes.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to... Fuck.
Oh, hey, look. They're starting with the VHS tape as well.
It's just so weird. Everything's like throwback.
I know, right? Right, that bit about the little tab on the tape pisses me off still, though. Yeah, we're not streaming the thing. Up there it comes.
Calm your shit, it takes a second. Just sit on my fucking floor to adjust things. Alright.
You didn't press play on it.
God fucking titty ass.
We offer advanced degrees in Norse mythology, projectile meteorology, dynamic, pioneering, groundbreaking.
Alright. Audio's up. Yeah, we're good. Alright.
We didn't really miss a whole lot. It's their intro bit.
Yeah.
Although I did find out that they're based out of Plano, Texas, which I find entertaining.
Oh, I'm now in line to buy Demon Throttle. My estimated wait time is 33 minutes.
Nice.
Oh. So they're releasing it like one at a...
Apparently.
So many at a time slot.
Apparently. And they have a website that automatically refreshes and adds you to a queue, which is impressive.
Now, is it actually doing that, or is it just looking like it's doing it?
I have no idea. But I like the way they do shit. I'm in.
So let's be honest, are they taking the piss out of the whole graphics card debacle from earlier this year?
Oh, entirely possible.
Like,
That's
it
sort of
has
what
to
they
be,
do.
right? Yeah.
But again, if they give me if it ends up the same where I get the chance to buy that game, I'm so gonna fucking do it.
Fuck
Because
yeah, why
I just
not?
love the way they do stupid shit. Makes me happy. Plus, again, they had like, I really want to play that Phantom Abyss game. That looks awesome. And that comes out in like 2 weeks or something.
Hey everybody, if you don't know me, I'm Randy Pitchford,
Oh god, Randy Pitchford.
the founder of the Gearbox Entertainment Company and executive producer of the Borderlands franchise and all of the great games that we do at Gearbox. And I am right now on the set of the Borderlands motion in development, in production. We're shooting. This is a live soundstage.
All the best movies get filmed in Budapest.
Budapest.
Show you some of the cool stuff that we're doing.
What's that liquor from Budapest that everybody from Achievement Hunter really likes?
There's guys working on the movie right now in real time.
Don't know.
We've been everywhere. We've been.
I'm confused why we have to censor a costume.
Because it's not just video games, but also movies that have strange
Oh, that's
restrictions.
right. Well, and now we're into that other world of contracts and shit.
Yes, exactly.
Really?
Hey everybody. This is E3. These are our gamers. And you
Enough.
I know. We have he doesn't exist in the game.
Enough of the papa.
Movie and in real life. It's Edgar Ramirez. Well, Edgar Ramirez's character Atlas exists hypothetically in the game. We've never met him before in the game or in real life. We're meeting Atlas for the first time in this movie story. I'm so stoked that you're doing this.
Thank you,
This
man.
is
I'm
gonna
very,
be,
very happy.
This is going to be a blast.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks. Look, I feel like we're just getting started. The whole point is to entertain people, and this movie that Eli's making, it's unreal.
I mean, I don't want to say what we're filming, but it's lots of blood, lots of guts. It's totally bonkers, but it's also very Borderlands. I have learned how to twirl a Vlad off.
You know what? I think we should. Let me show this.
Yeah, we could show that.
This is
the stunt one.
This is video game fans will recognize this is the Infinity. It's a Vlad off Infinity, and you've gotten pretty good at twirling.
Well, they have ones that actually, this one is light, so I could really learn to twirl because I don't want to smash a real one.
Good at that.
But Kate's amazing. She can side twirl, she can double
Kate
twirl.
Blanchett.
She can do the front twirl.
Isn't it unbelievable how she's brought
This movie's probably going to be very bad. Can't wait to see it.
It is, but holy shit, they seem like they actually have some halfway decent names attached.
I saw how
Yep.
unbelievably funny she was, and I noticed that she brought out the great dramatic acting in Jack Black, and Jack brought out the great comedy in Kate. She was so into it. She wants to really, understand it from the inside out. Like, what are the powers? Where do they come
It's
from?
wild to watch her walk like Lilith. That blew my mind. She's totally done it.
Implying that Jack Black is in this too.
We don't want to make just.
Well, I think they were just talking. I mean, maybe, but I feel like they were talking about it.
You just have to make a great sci-fi movie, period.
And it's really come.
Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they were talking about this.
Who play the video game? If you have people in your lives that you want to introduce to Borderlands but aren't going to play the game with you, this movie's how you do it.
Jack Black cast in Borderlands movie.
All right, sweet.
He will voice Claptrap.
We want this to be.
All right, sweet.
That suddenly makes sense.
I mean, look, the thing is, the great thing about the game is there's so much to it.
See what the internet's saying now.
Telling 80 hours of story every time. I mean, people
I can't repeat some of the things I just caught in the chat on YouTube, so.
Oh, yeah?
And exciting. Have all the things that the fans love. Easily the best cast I've ever worked with. But like just a world-class cast of actors that all
Oh yeah, there it is.
to come in and play, and everyone
Oh
is
good,
so
Kevin
into
Hart.
their characters. Like we see Wade,
Oh, good.
Florian is killing
I think
it.
Ariana is Tiny Tina.
Jamie Lee Curtis, though. Like I said, there's some surprisingly big names in here.
I can't believe.
Why is Kevin Hart Roland?
Go full
What
action
fucking
star.
weird.
I think he's really going to surprise people. I think Kevin's over there actually, and I know Lisa is trying. Lisa, our
Trying to
first
get a
AD.
shot. You go get-
She's
go
okay,
get him.
You go to work. All right, come with me, guys. Come with me. I'm going to see if I can find Ari and one of the.
This is why I don't like Randy Pitchford, is that he just kind of fucking rambles about shit forever.
He looks like Al Gore.
And I don't know, he does look like Al Gore.
He's got the same eye thing going on.
Ari Arad has made a whole bunch of awesome movies. You're probably familiar with the Arads from Marvel, right? Because Avi Arad was the founder and the CEO of Marvel Studios, and they created a movie called
Kevin Hart is
Spider-Man,
Roland, haha.
Iron Man, I believe.
Thank
he
you,
was executive producer.
Jack.
He worked on, and then the X-Men, and then the Avengers, and I think it's gone from there.
How much
These are the
money
most
have they
successful
shit
movies
into
of all
this?
time,
Probably
for comics.
entirely
And
too much.
The pitch you gave me was, hey, that was cool. We figured it out with comic books. We think that video games are the next frontier of this, and we think Borderlands is the perfect video game. And you were really flattering. And how was IDEO? I was kind of a jerk, wasn't I?
You made us work for it. You made us work for it. But you were right. You were right.
Well, you have to understand, like, we get hit up from Hollywood people all the time, and it's a different world. Like, what we have to do to make video games is a completely different skill set than what you care about in making these incredible films. And I wanted to make sure that if we were going to partner with somebody on the film side, that it was with people that cared about our universe, cared about our fans.
I like Randy Pitchford's 40-cent set of headphones.
And was going to actually develop it. Not just, a lot of these guys will collect options.
I can't
and just
see
go
them
into
now.
studios
Oh, yep.
Just see where they can get business done.
I guess that must be some kind of standard or something in Hollywood, because they all have those headphones around their neck.
Yeah. But see, it's like hooked up to his PA pack, so I think it's just for like.
Oh, for like notifications and shit, or like communication.
Hey, Prop says they need to have 3 more of the trees delivered from storage. Can we get a PA on that?
Yeah, there you go.
You know, one of those types of things. Like instead of actual open radios where it can be picked up by the microphones, it's playing through your headset.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
It's just really funny to me because they look like Walkman headphones from the 90s.
We're about 2/3 of the way done. Oh, look
They
at
definitely
this.
do.
Look at Eli again.
That's probably what they are, honestly.
Oh yeah.
With the
Most
track, we should be
likely.
shooting it behind the scenes.
I was told that we
Well, I
can't.
don't think we can give it away, but I think that for him, anyways, for our behind the scenes, we should get it.
Oh. So I'll tell you what, you guys. This is Eli. This is Ari. Oh, don't look that way. We can't. No, this way. Look this way. We can't show. Yes. I don't want to. Okay. So guys, it's going to be an amazing E3. Borderlands the film is going to be absolutely incredible.
Randy, shut the fuck up.
Some cool stuff to show
Just
you. I know some of you
show me the
may be
games at this
interested in
point.
seeing
I'm
more
bored.
about the new
Why does
games
Eli
that
Roth
we-
have a
we
pistol on his
have
belt?
and learning more
That's the
about
prop he
games
was showing off earlier.
all that.
Oh, okay.
I wish I could be there in person, but since we're
I
doing
mean,
it on
really, if
video,
I was
thank you
doing a
guys.
Borderlands movie,
I'll
I'd
let you
walk
know
around with a
later.
prop pistol in my hip all the time too.
Oh shit, yeah.
Among the many innovative courses offered by Gearbox University, make sure you check out Borderlands Science. By solving the puzzles, you can contribute to real-world research studying the human gut microbiome. For you freshmen in the audience, here's our leading scientist, Mayim Bialik.
By playing Borderlands 3, you can contribute to real-world scientific research that helps real people. You'll be directly helping our scientists organize and compare this doo-doo.
I'm the conductor of the poop train! With Borderlands Science,
Okay.
you too can be the conductor of the poop train. And while you'll reap in-game rewards when you play, the real reward is knowing that you're making the world a better place. Gearbox University. We're not even charging tuition for this.
Homeworld.
Homeworld game started in the mid-90s. It would be the first ever truly 3D RTS.
Why is this like 4 frames a second? Is it like that for you guys too?
So that was a big deal
No.
in, the late 90s.
Okay, this part's smooth. That was weird. Maybe that was just me having a stroke.
Homeworld 3, the logo there is giving off some major Wayland Yutani Corp vibes.
Okay, what's that from?
Aliens?
Okay, makes sense.
That's the big space company from...
I don't think I've ever watched any alien movie.
Oh. Okay.
Hey, it's the trailer we saw yesterday. Or 2 days ago.
We saw a trailer 2 days ago?
Yeah, they announced this game at the start of Summer Games Fest.
Oh, I didn't watch Summer Games Fest.
It's literally the same trailer. This is for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Again, they got big names.
Or at least people that were at one time big names.
Hmm.
Surprised Ashley Birch can still get to that register with her voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? That is correct. It's my favorite. Hi, I'm Kayla Belmore, and I'm senior producer on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. So what's really unique about Wonderlands is it's a looter shooter, which is, pretty classic for Gearbox software, but for the first time ever, we're setting it in a brand new fantasy environment. Even though it's inspired by some of the content we've made before with Assault on Dragon's Keep, a fan favorite. Roll for initiative, suckers! It's a completely standalone plot, new set of characters with some nods to the past, but if you've never played a Borderlands game before, you can absolutely jump right in and enjoy it just as much. So we're absolutely
Fire the dragons!
about all of our new enemy types.
They've been slacking off again.
Of our wyvern enemies, you will absolutely be fighting them. They're not your average wyvern. So, of course, we've got goblins. You definitely can't have a fantasy game without goblins, but again, we like to make them our own. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope that you are as stoked as we are about Tiny Tina's
Shoot.
Wonderlands. Follow us on our social channels.
I think
to find
Palumbo's
out
is
the
closed.
latest and greatest news.
Ready today.
Enjoy the rest of the show.
Damn it, I need.
This franchise has been around for so long.
Why are we back to this?
I don't know, but again, it just.
Here we are years later, and we keep looking at like, well, Homeworld.
I'm so confused.
This has to happen.
I think they're just gonna keep going back to that over and over again.
And you have been chosen by the gods to protect this realm. But your first task is to find some new clothes that aren't as drafty. Your tribe's journey starts in the wilderness.
Morpega?
Gather rare resources.
This looks more like a Torchlight style or Diablo style hack and slasher. Me.
Return to your village and use
Like 4-player co-op.
Viking-worthy gear.
Maybe it is.
You must protect the seed of Yggdrasil at all costs.
I think it's a Morpega.
It might be.
Will be destroyed forever. So take heed. Ahead things rise when the sun sets.
We're all gonna be like surprised when it's a single-player game.
Each victorious knight
If this is single player, I just don't understand the world then.
greater heights and face fiercer creatures.
Again, they showed this off the other day too at Summer Games Fest, but
But be careful. You're a little
this is more of a deep dive into it, it looks like. They just had a trailer before.
weapons, build deadly defenses, and grow the strength of your tribe, because those giants are on their way.
Or maybe this is the same footage.
For us to end their path of destruction. Let's show them our might is greater than their height.
Yeah, I remember
As the
that.
saying goes,
I'm gonna remember that line for the rest of forever because it's pissing me off.
Tribes of Midgard. Yeah, that's the same footage again they showed.
Is this a mobile game? I'd buy it being a mobile game too.
PS5, PS4, and Steam. Steam. Available in a month.
My name is Ren Maroda. I'm the creative director
Hello.
at Northville. We're just under 2 months away from finally launching our upcoming 10-player co-op action RPG
10-player
Tribes of
co-op.
Midgard, and deliver it to you on July 27th on PS5, PS4, and Steam. In Tribes of Midgard, you play as an Einarjar, a glorious Viking hero that's been returned to Midgard in order to protect the seed of Yggdrasil, the world tree. Every time you start a new run, you would want to go out and explore this new world, gather some resources, fight enemies, and return to your village in order to craft better equipment and tools to help you survive. You can also upgrade and fortify your village, because each night, creatures from hell will emerge from the depth to attack your tree. Make it through
Sick.
the night, go back out to raid
Creatures
enemies,
from hell.
dwell in caves, take part in events, go on quests, build anywhere, and of course, loot countless items to gain experience and level up your Viking. We now have 8 classes in the game, each with their own abilities, specificities, and playstyle. As you gain experience, you level up to unlock even more skills, which you can then combine with dozens of runes for over-the-top results. But those nightly creatures aren't even your biggest threat. You must get ready and prepare for your biggest challenge, and I mean biggest challenge to date.
I get it.
In a couple of days, a giant will emerge and move towards your village with the intent of destroying the seed of Yggdrasil.
Ugh.
You must stop it and take it down, whatever the cost. Otherwise, it's game over. You can of course play Tribes of Midgard completely on your own, but we highly recommend that you bring along 9 friends to thrive together. We cannot wait to share more information about this ever-growing epic saga in the weeks to come. In the meantime,
9
you
players.
can already pre-order the game right now to earn exclusive items and be among the first to defend Midgard against Ragnarok. Because as
So it's
they
not a
say,
Morpega, but it's getting
Valhalla
closer.
can wait.
Yeah, it's a large-scale
Thank you for
multiplayer
watching.
game.
Sail, sail.
At Gearbox University, it's not all textbooks and calculators. Sometimes we like to kick back and have a little fun. A good sense of humor is of vital importance if you want to succeed in these halls. Here's a list of sensible wisecracks you might hear when you're exploring our campus. Why did the tribe of Midgard cross the road? To get to the Thor side. Knock knock. Who is there? The commando. The commando who? I don't know. What are you asking me for? Welcome to the Homeworld Diner. Our special today is the dessert of Carrick. Help! I've God fallen, and I can't get up. Claptrap, Tiny Tina, and Mad Moxie walk into a bar. Wait, I think Moxie owns the bar, so why would she be walking in? She'd already be there. And is Tiny Tina old enough to drink? Maybe it doesn't matter in space. Also, what's the punchline? And how is Claptrap walking in? I want to say he counts as a unicycle. Okay, we'll work on this before we submit to E3. Gearbox University. Our comedy school is a 2-year degree.
What's after Gearbox?
Nothing?
Ah, the sweet release of death.
Wow, yeah. Games beat at 5:45. Upload VR showcase at 6. Games beat sounds familiar, but I can't place it.
The darkness has breached reality. It is time, my champion.
Yeah, I think we're probably gonna call it after this, honestly.
Oh, you don't want to stick around for Games beat?
No.
It's only 15 minutes.
Don't care.
You don't want to stick around then for the Upload VR showcase?
Not really. Do you?
No.
Do you want to stick around for either of those?
No.
Sasha? That's what I figured. Like,
24 Entertainments tomorrow at 12:30. I've never heard of them either.
they're just showing off one game and they're doing it for 15 minutes, I think, so.
Fantastic. Microsoft and Bethesda at 1 p.m.
That's the big
That's
one.
going to be the heavy hitter.
I mean, I hope it is. Fuck.
And I'm probably going to miss it.
Which will suck, but...
Yep.
Nope, that's just the end of the statement. That will suck, but...
Yep.
However... You'll be around for the 3:15 show, right? The Squeenix?
First and foremost,
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Squeenix at 3:15. Yeah, I should be around for that.
So we'll fire
Back
up
for
3
Blood at
o'clock.
5 p.m. I'll definitely be there for that. PC gaming at 5:30. Abso-fucking-lutely.
And then after that is... I think the Indie Game Showcase is on...
Yeah, Future Games tomorrow at 7 p.m. I don't know how big of a gap there is between PC gaming and that.
Probably not. PC, not a big one. PC gaming show is always super long, so...
Yeah, that's, like I said, that's going to be the big one. It's also looking like Bethesda and Microsoft is a 2-hour show this year.
It's an hour and a half.
Okay.
90 minutes exactly is what they have said. And they got a lot of the Game Pass, like, update information out of the way in a press release 2 or 3 days ago.
So this is just going to be
So there'll be
games upon games upon games.
I mean, I hope it is. I really hope it is. They'll probably talk about new games coming to Game Pass because they haven't talked about that. But they've
Right.
talked about updates to the distribution of Game Pass and how it's coming to smart TVs and stuff like that in the future. So you'll be able
Monday
to
at
buy a
noon,
TV
we can
and
log
make a
in to
good
see what
thing.
Verizon has to say.
We can. That is technically something we can do.
The only reason I'm curious about it is because why are they part of it?
I imagine they'll have some kind of a thing coming out where they're like, it'll be like a Game Pass thing, but on Verizon, and you'll be able to play it
Or
without
like Stadia
consuming
or
data
something.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting, maybe to check that out. I mean, it won't hurt to. I'll be free. I'll fucking check it. Why not?
Yeah.
I have the
In
day off work.
televisions at 12:45.
Just they have that console out, the No, wait, that's Atari. Atari has the VCS out.
Yeah.
So
Take
Intellivision
Two at
is doing something.
115.
Take Two could be interesting.
Mythical Games at 210. Take Two, I would assume we're going to get some updates on some of the shit they've been working on for the last 3 years.
Maybe they'll talk about the new GTA update.
Yeah.
There's a
Indie Showcase,
tone and vibe.
June 14th. I don't know. If we're going to get a GTA update, I expect that to be part of the Microsoft one.
I don't know. They usually do stuff with PlayStation.
Yes, usually, but oh look, it's not Wayland Yutani again.
Yeah, it's Homeworld. And then I don't really care about the Razer thing on Monday, but I'm interested in the Capcom thing.
I'm interested in Capcom, and we might as well hang around to see what the fuck Razer has to tell us.
They're literally just hawking their new products this year.
Yeah.
I mean, they announced that it's a showcase for their new products. So, and I'm not ever going to buy anything from Razer ever again because I made that mistake.
Any new features that they're coming out with?
Probably not. They probably will talk about new laptops and new peripherals for the most part. Here's the thing. I bought into Razer, and that was... it was all fine and good until their update software became invasive, and...
Yeah, you got a point there.
The very moment that I swore off buying anything new from Razer ever again was when I had to install their driver, create an account to then be able to customize the keyboard, which is never a thing before. You could always just do it with their software. You didn't have to make a fucking account. And then, whenever they were doing their Razer celebration in the middle of summer, suddenly I had a pop-up notification on my fucking desktop about it. From their software. And immediately I was like, no, never again. I'm never going to support this company financially ever again. Fuck you guys. Like,
well, didn't you get it on your phone too? Like it was an email update that something with your computer needed done? You're like, nope, never again.
Yeah, it's just, I'm so over it. Like, if you're gonna make a driver, just make a fucking driver.
Yep.
How you guys doing, man? Pretty pumped up right now to meet you guys. Randy, you should tell them actually how big I am in person. It's a great opportunity.
I'm 6'3", and
yeah, they can get a good grasp of how much height I put on for this role right now.
Dude, you are freaking awesome. Like, you don't understand. Like, you're a freaking action hero.
Thank you, man.
This is amazing watching you work.
You know
you're
what?
blowing my mind.
I'm going to say I'll one-up you. I'll say it's amazing for me to have the opportunity to portray the character of Roland, of course, who you're very familiar with, because this is your creation. I think the biggest and best thing is the surprise that you guys are going to be in for. Because you got no idea what I'm doing or how I'm doing or why I'm doing it. You got no idea the level that I came in at. You got no idea how much...
Man, I got no idea.
I ain't got no idea.
No idea.
You got no idea. You got no idea. You don't
I believe you, Kevin Hart.
You got no idea. My job is to come in, not only be prepared, but to shock. And I think right now this is what we're doing.
You're doing it. I've seen some pretty...
Tuesday is going to be the Nintendo Direct. I'm excited for it.
No, I can honestly say, man.
Yeah, at noon.
We're definitely going to see...
Namco at 5:30.
Yep. We're definitely going to see Breath of the Wild 2 again. We're definitely going to see Bayonetta 3. We're definitely going to see Metroid Prime 4, those 3 games they announced years ago and have literally never talked about again.
We'll see another touch for the Mario Rabbids crossover.
I'll probably talk about that a little. No, I would love to get an update on any of those 3 games that I just mentioned. But boy, I don't expect it.
Yeah.
You guys that know and love this world, I promise you, you're going to be...
Bandai Namco I'm interested in because Tales of Arise is coming from them, and then Elden Ring is coming from them, so they might talk about a couple interesting to me.
Wow, you're making me cry, man.
Blamco.
Hey, thank you, man. Hey, I appreciate you taking a minute to introduce yourself to our fans.
No problem. I'm going back in here in the weight room.
I'll see you later.
Got a weight room in here. Just Roland lifts weights in between takes. You'll know why later.
Take it easy, Kevin. Thanks, man. Holy crap, you guys. I can't wait for you to see this movie. It won't be long, but we still got a lot of work to do. We're a little bit more than halfway done with production. And but you know what? Back at home at Gearbox, all the great people that created this universe that I'm here representing on behalf of all the talent at Gearbox. We're hard at work making new stuff. So check this out, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers, everybody.
One more thing. Oh no, it's just a fucking montage.
Yes, because it was beaten into our head in high school that you always have to have a conclusion paragraph that wraps up everything you just said over the last 5 pages.
You're not wrong, but just in general, my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Thank you. No, I mean it's more or less what I expected Gearbox to do. They
I was
only had
really
so
hoping
many
they'd have
things to talk
something
about.
major, but
No such luck.
Yeah, no. That Penn and Teller?
yeah, it was. What the fuck was that?
They didn't even talk about whatever that is.
No, there he is again. What the fuck?
Yeah, there was nothing on that.
There was just a fucking chip that got blown up. The fuck is that?
Apparently that is... I can't even pronounce the name of this. It's a VR game of Penn and Teller. Developed and published by Gearbox.
Okay.
Fascinating. We're going back to cameras only. Let's wrap up, folks. Because that's pretty much all we're getting today. As much as I want
I'll
to sit
wrap
here
this
and...
up. The most interesting things that I saw as part of Gearbox's conference took place in the last 30 seconds of their rap video, and it had nothing to do with anything they talked to us about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I need to look back into the Devolver Digital showcase to see what all they talked about. That Samurai game looked really cool. There was a couple other really cool games. They have a mobile game coming out, Humble Time. But overall, I don't know. Ubisoft had a decent showing, but it wasn't anything too crazy either. So
It's really what I expected to see from them.
yeah.
I knew we would get some updates on the heavy hitters of the games, like your Assassin's Creed, Valhalla, the downhill thing that they're pushing pretty hard, and I knew we'd get a little bit more, but not too much more in Far Cry.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
That's exactly. Like my largest hopes for E3 this year ride on Xbox and Nintendo, which is basically like every year. Since Sony decided to say fuck it and not take part anymore. Because Sony always had like really interesting showings, if nothing else. But
they did.
I'm completely fine with. Oh. Yeah, that website for Devolver's game, that Demon Throttle game.
It gave you a virus?
No, it keeps going down because they're like, we had to shut down because of hacks. I think there's just so many people trying to get to.
Yeah, no shit. Welcome to E3.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. So, I mean, it's day one of E3. I think there was some interesting stuff. The Far Cry 6 stuff looks real good. I'm very pumped for a couple of the Devolver games, obviously. And that's like the big stuff for me. That and Mario plus Rabbids, which I'm excited for. But
like, I'm legitimately ready to go throw money at Far Cry 6.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, thank you to anybody who tuned in and hung out with us. We hope you had a good time, and you'll come back and visit us again. Bye, everybody.
Hey, what are we back next? Tomorrow at
We are
noon?
back tomorrow at... Oh, yes, if there's anything else you want to add. But we will be back tomorrow at... Had the stupid... Tomorrow
I love Google. You can just like slam the keyboard in random places as long as it's close to a word. It figures out. Oh, okay, you meant E3 schedule, not whatever you wrote.
We will be here at 12:45 p.m. for the Xbox Bethesda. Starts.
You don't want to be here at 12:30 to start 24 entertainment.
No. So
12:45.
12:45
I may or may
p.m.
not make it by then.
Okay. Well, I think
really
I've got.
hoping I'm here on time. But...
I think I'll have some people over here physically tomorrow as well, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
But overall, again, do you guys have anything you'd like to add before we shut down?
Nope.
No.
Okay. So we'll see you guys tomorrow at 12:45 p.m. Have a good night.
Yep. Bye, everybody.
Yeah.